Hello, everybody. You all must have read the news of Dr. Rishi Rajpopat at Cambridge solving a 2,500-year-old Sanskrit puzzle. I was very curious and luckily found his PhD thesis on the internet. His thesis title is "In Panini We Trust: Discovering the Algorithm for Rule Conflict Resolution in the Ashtadhyayi." I will explain what he has done very briefly using an example from his thesis. As you all know, Panini's grammar, known as the Ashtadhyayi, relied on a system that functioned like an algorithm to turn the base and suffix of a word into grammatically correct words and sentences. However, two or more of Panini's rules often apply simultaneously, resulting in conflicts. Panini taught a meta rule, which is traditionally interpreted by scholars as meaning, in the event of a conflict between two rules of equal strength, the rule that comes later in the grammar's serial order wins. However, this often led to grammatically incorrect results. Dr. Rajpopat rejected the traditional interpretation of the meta rule. Instead, he argued that Panini meant that between rules applicable to the right and left and right sides of a word respectively, Panini wanted us to choose the rule applicable to the right side. Employing this interpretation, he found the Panini's language machine produced grammatically correct words with almost no exceptions. Suppose you want to know the Sanskrit translation of "by the gods." You will add a nominal plural instrumental suffix bhis, also called a sup pratyaya, to the nominal stem deva, meaning God, which is masculine and ends in a. So deva plus bhis results in the word devaihi, which means by the gods. Two Ashtadhyayi rules can be applied here to form the final word devaihi. These two rules are in conflict because if rule 719 is applied first, then the rule 7.3.103 is not applicable. And if rule 7.3.103 is applied first, then the rule 7.1.9 is not applicable. So let us see what these two rules are and how they are applied. 7.3.103, bahuvachane jhalyet. This rule says that the vowel A replaces the final vowel A of a nominal stem when a plural suffix starting with jhal follows. Jhal is a pratyahara which consists of all consonants, excluding semivowels and nasals. So deva ends with a and is followed by bha, which is a consonant belonging to the jhal pratyahara. So a of deva is replaced by the vowel A. 7.1.9, ato bhisa eyes, says that eyes replaces bhis when bhis occurs after an a ending nominal stem. So deva ends in the vowel a, so bhis is replaced by eyes. So now if you apply this rule 7.3.103 first, then a is replaced by a. So it becomes deve plus bhis becomes deve plus bhis. So here now, the rule 7.1.9 is not applicable because deve now ends in a instead of a. Now, if you apply 7.19 first, that bhis is replaced by as, so deva plus bhis becomes deva plus as. Now the rule 7.3.103 is not applicable because the a is followed by the vowel I, which does not belong to the jhal pratyahara. So rules 7.3.103 and 7.1.9 block each other. According to Dr. Rishi Rajpopat, the right-hand side operation 7.1.9 wins, leading to the correct form. So let us see what happens when we apply the rule 7.1.9 to deva plus bhis. So deva plus bhis, after applying this rule, becomes deva plus as. Bhis is replaced by as. Now deva ends in a, Is begins with I, so there is a vriddhi sandhi which replaces the ending a of deva and the beginning I of Isa with I. So deva plus Is becomes devais. And this is rule number 6.1.88. Now the sakara of devais is replaced by a refa by the rule 8.2.66. So devais becomes devair. And this refa becomes a visarga after applying rule 8.3.15. So deva plus bhis after these four rules becomes devaihi, which means by the gods. Now, if we use the later rule, which is 7.3.103, using this rule gives a wrong answer. So, for example, deva plus bhis, after applying the rule 7.3.103, the deva becomes deve plus bhis, and after applying a couple of more rules, this becomes deve bhi, which is the wrong answer. So Dr. Rishi Rajpopat explains that for this and many other examples, instead of following a systematic procedure of rule conflict resolution, the tradition adopts a trial and error approach to come up with a justification for the application of the rule, which leads to the correct form. With this new interpretation of the meta rule, conflicts are resolved in a systematic manner. Hope you enjoyed this. Thank you and good night.